Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting matchups in college football every time these two blue blood programs meet. These are two of the winningest programs in the history of the game, and you'll remember last year, Alabama going into Norman and beating the Sooners. There is a lot riding on the line today when these two teams meet. I can't wait to keep you posted on what's happening on the field and how the players are reacting with that revenge and redemption on their mind. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Left side, it's Robinson. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Avant. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Sooners want to move quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. That one just came off his hand badly.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay.
Caught, and he's got room. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Throwing, Mack. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to Xavier. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Got it, looking for a first. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Got some green grass. There he goes. He's at the 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of the... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Russell. Release to the back. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Riley. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. The 20.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see him there to make the play. but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Keelan Russell. Out wide right, it's Riley.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. On the run, it's Riley. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Russell throws to the back. Right side, it's Hill. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Caught behind the line. It's Riley. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
He slides that just inside the right upright. This is now a 7-point game.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. The give. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws it off the RPO. Taken down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long through the 28. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on 4th down, and maybe break this game open early?
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Edwards. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Looking for room at the 30. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Grab behind the line. It's Riley. Got enough space. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas, taking on the number 7 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's Missouri in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On first down from their own 22. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Keelan Russell unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the option. He'll pitch it. Uh-oh, look out. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Runs through the tackle. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Here's Xavier Robinson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Xavier again. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They take the lead with the 6. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that drive covered 29 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Hits inside. It's Riley. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Driving forward, it's Robinson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Here's Robinson one more time. Makes the tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line it.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Completes it in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dropping back, it's Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. Crosses the 45. Turning it on at the 30. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Russell. Caught. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
4th down, Russell. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Mateer. The screen, he can go. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Caught. Breaks into the open. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They kick it away on 4th down. Trying to get started. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Throwing Russell. They're all over it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Snags it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Keelan Russell. Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Russell will throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back, he's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Russell. Rush right in his face. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
To the air, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man down the middle. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, Russell. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.